thank God that AC is kicking on. Welcome to the newest episode, the latest and greatest episode of Dialogue Tree. We talk about all things video games. My name is Ryan Smith, and I am joined by, as always, by the glasses wearing, that's so stupid, by Jordan Sims.
Hey, how y'all doing? Hope y'all are doing well. You know, we were going to do a different episode today, but this news just, you know, we don't necessarily consider ourselves a news podcast per se, but this news was just too crazy for us not to talk about.
Yes, earlier today, in fact, the day we are recording this, not the day you're listening to this. I swear we don't record on the day you listen. Microsoft purchased ZeniMax, and if you don't know who ZeniMax is, well, they're a pretty big deal. They are the owners of game developers such as Arcane Studios, Tango Gameworks, Machine Games, id Software, ZeniMax Online, AlphaDog Games, whoever the hell that is, and Bethesda Software themselves, or Softworks. So they have a pretty big, they have a lot of skin in the game, I guess you could say. They sold for $7.5 billion US dollars. That's right, billion with a B.
That is insane. That is so much money. I honestly didn't expect them to, wasn't even on my radar. Wasn't even anything I was thinking about.
No.
Also, I honestly always forget that ZeniMax is the parent company of Bethesda just because you don't ever see their name anywhere.
No, not really. You usually just see Bethesda.
Yeah, which is, fine. But this is almost 3 times what they paid for, like, Minecraft or Mojang Studios.
That's insane. Obviously, Minecraft is arguably the biggest game in the world.
Because they dropped a lot of money for Minecraft, and everyone was like, this is crazy.
To be fair, that's one game, maybe, 2, I guess, technically, if you count Minecraft Dungeons. But that's still, a massive get for one game. They're getting, Prey and Dishonored, The Evil Within, obviously Skyrim and the Elder Scrolls franchise, Fallout, and many, many more. Oh, massive millions and tens of millions of units sold per game on some of these.
Oh yeah, it's insane to see what all is going to come out the doors now at old Xbox.
Microsoft actually owns Bethesda and Obsidian, and if you don't know, Obsidian actually created Fallout New Vegas, one of the most beloved Fallouts, and Jordan was actually talking about how Fallout New Vegas 2, or maybe not, I was thinking maybe not, it doesn't have to be a Fallout New Vegas direct sequel, but it would be nice to see another Fallout game made by Obsidian.
Oh yeah, especially with how well the success of, what's it called? The Outer Worlds?
Outer Wilds is the, puzzle game.
Yes. How successful the Outer Worlds was and how much that was thoroughly enjoyed, and everyone was like, this is really great from Microsoft. So now with them under the same umbrella, it doesn't...
I don't know if it makes it more likely. Jordan was saying he was really hoping it happen, and I know a lot of people were saying it makes it more likely. I don't know if it makes it more likely because Bethesda owned the Fallout. They were free to give it to Obsidian anytime they wanted.
True, and I don't think Big Brother Microsoft's going to come knocking and be like, all right, we paid all this money for
Make
y'all.
a suggestion.
Exactly.
An offer you can't refuse.
And, that might, and who knows, maybe with them under the same roof now.
Massive corporate entity.
Yeah, it might be more likely for them to, be able to work side by side, and schedules might be able to, who knows, obviously fans have wanted a Fallout New Vegas 2 or something along the lines of that for a while now. The Outer Wilds kind of quenched a little bit of that thirst, and obviously there's no...
Outer Worlds,
yeah. I always call it by the wrong name. But, yeah, it'd be great to see that. I like all the stuff Bethesda does. It's not my particular favorite,
To me, for a long time now, I've liked everything Bethesda did a lot, pretty much, except for Bethesda, except for Bethesda Softworks. Bethesda Publishing, Doom is amazing. Dishonored and Prey are both amazing. I like Wolfenstein. I'm not the biggest fan, but that's a really well-made game. It's just not for me. I really want to play The Evil Within, and I'm looking forward to, oh my gosh, Ghostwire Tokyo and Deathloop, which actually, Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo are timed exclusives for the PlayStation 5.
Yeah, there's a lot of those. Obviously, we'll get
it's funny because Microsoft owns it now.
yeah.
They're publishing 2 games. I guess I don't know if you call it publishing, but they're putting 2 games.
They're releasing 2 games
that
for
aren't
the PS5.
going to be on the Xbox for a limited time on their direct console rival.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that they're doing that. It's going to be interesting to see how. It's not going to be a big deal, but I would be curious about how the sales of those 2 games did on their respective platforms on Sony and Microsoft, just to kind of compare.
I'm assuming they'd sell better on the PlayStation. I think PlayStation is going to outsell Microsoft, and just the fact that it's coming there first, people are going to see that first.
That's true. They'll see it first. They'll play it first. They'll be able to see playthroughs of it first. That's as if the particular content creators you enjoy have been able to get a PS5.
Oh yeah, they're still having trouble with the pre-orders.
Yeah, Sony did come out and write a nice PR apology, which is better than nothing.
I still don't understand. From what I understand, I don't really see this as Sony's fault.
No,
they didn't.
No,
Walmart is the people. It was Walmart, right? That went ahead and put the pre-orders live ahead of what Sony.
It was kind of like a snowball.
Said.
Walmart did it, and then
once Walmart did it, you have to do it.
Oh yeah, everybody did it.
The people at GameStop and Toys R Us, they're going to be in GameStop and Toys R Us will be in the same place soon enough.
Yes,
but Target, etc., Best Buy. What are you supposed to do? The biggest retailer or the second biggest retailer in the world just released the button to sell what's going to be probably the most popular consumer electronic device in the next year or more.
Yeah. And
what are you supposed to do? You have to go live.
Oh, yeah. Which is, they already, obviously, it wasn't a scramble of, put it all out there from Sony. It was just let's push the button and then, our websites are down, things are crashing, it's bots are buying things, but we already did an episode about Sony
you
and
just
the PS5.
typed something in the notes. I had no idea what just happened. Okay.
Yeah. But we already did an episode about Sony. Go check that out if you want to listen to that. This episode is about Xbox. And it was a surprise, but it was one of those cool surprises. Where, you don't expect to get a puppy for Christmas, but you didn't ask for one, but you still got a puppy for Christmas, and you're like, that's cool. Thanks.
Why are you so, violent? Oh yeah, you got me puppy? Yeah. Thanks for giving me responsibility.
Oh, I didn't mean for it to come off that way. It meant to come off as excitement. Because this was really cool.
I'm excited to clean up shit. Thanks, Dad.
I didn't mean for it to come off as antsy or angry. It was definitely supposed to come off as an excited emotion for this announcement. I really want to see what is going to be coming down the pipes. Obviously, we know Bethesda just released the trailer for their new Elder Scrolls 6, isn't it? 6, 7, whatever it is. The trailer they just announced.
What trailer?
Was it not a Elder Scrolls trailer?
I saw a trailer. They released a trailer like 2 or 3 years ago. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yes. I guess it's been cycled through social media and stuff today.
I hope they didn't release a new trailer.
I don't think they did. It might just have been
no, they released a trailer in 2018.
Yeah, that's the one I'm referring to, where I guess it was just popping up on my timeline and stuff today, and I forgot that they announced it way back then. I still want to know more about Starbound. We haven't, Bethesda's space game, whatever that's going to be.
See, what I'm interested in is not the games that are coming out or about to come out. What I want to know is Elder Scrolls Online? Is Elder Scrolls 6 and Fallout 5 and Starbound and the next Wolfenstein game, etc. and so on, are they coming to PS5? Are they coming to Switch?
I don't.
They said, I think I was reading on Eurogamer, that they're saying it depended on the title, but that's super interesting. That's a big question mark of the future. Those would be massive, absolutely staggering exclusives. If Fallout 5 and The Elder Scrolls 6 were Xbox exclusives, of course you could also get them on PC, but still, that would be insane.
Maybe, just speaking randomly. Maybe Microsoft's goal is to have Xbox on Switch and Xbox on, or not Xbox, but I guess Game Pass. Maybe their goal is to have Game Pass on everything.
Well, if they're going to have Game Pass and everything, they might as well sell them on those consoles, which is why I think that for the majority, I think the Fallouts of the world, Skyrim, the Elder Scrolls, I think those are going to be on multiple consoles. I think that they have shown a willingness to put Cuphead, Ori and the Blind Forest, Halo, those are all on Steam and stuff. They've shown a willingness to put their franchises on other titles, especially Minecraft. Minecraft is massive, and that's everywhere. That's on every console and mobile device known to man.
True, given, it was already on a lot of things before.
They could take it off if they own it.
They could. I don't think they would because they make too much money from
exactly that. And I think that they might keep some indie titles or some smaller titles, maybe even like a Dishonored, which is big. I'm sure they sell millions of copies of that.
But it's not going to put a hurt on them.
It's not going to sell 30 million copies, 20 million copies like a new Fallout will.
Or a new Skyrim or a new whatever. Yeah, it's fine for them to keep.
Skyrim is actually the 5th entry in the Elder Scrolls chronology. So technically, it's not Skyrim 2. It's the Elder Scrolls 6.
Thank you.
I've got to go buy a new fedora now, so... I'll see you later.
The Elder Scrolls Wikipedia now has a fedora. Thank you.
I'm a gamer.
There you go. Yeah, I am curious about what they're going to do in the future as far as releases and everything like that. Who knows? Maybe they'll divvy them out. They'll say, Elder Scrolls is exclusive to Microsoft, and you can play Fallout on Microsoft and PlayStation, and then maybe you can play Dishonored on Microsoft and Switch. I don't know.
No, that wouldn't make any sense to me.
It doesn't have to make sense.
No, it's not PlayStation. This is Microsoft. They do things that make sense.
Yeah, they do. For the most part.
Except for selling a lot of consoles.
Yeah, for the most part, they do things that make sense. And I think, there's always going to be those companies that do offhandish, crazy things. I definitely think Nintendo takes the cake for that as far as being able to sell and do whatever they want as a company.
Yeah, true.
And people make money and they're just like, oh, that's Nintendo. I just spent $300 on
it's
cardboard.
Like, oh, that's Nintendo. Yes, thank you. I'm glad I pay money for this service and it works 100% of the time. I definitely didn't just fall off the edge there because of your great wireless service.
That came from somewhere deep and powerful. That was...
The Grundles.
That was an Emmy award-winning performance right there from the emotional Grundles.
But you did mention Game Pass a second ago, and I think that is a big play here as well. This means that all of these games, day one, are coming to Game Pass. Starbound is coming to Game Pass. Day one. Elder Scrolls 6 is coming to Game Pass. Day one. The new Fallout game is coming to Game Pass. Day one.
So I think you're forgetting a part that's very crucial in all this. They announced this the day before pre-orders go live for their, what are they called? Consoles. That's what they're called, consoles.
Okay.
So I think this will help a lot with their console sales. I don't think they were worried.
I don't know if it will.
I don't think they're worried, but I don't think they were worried, but this will definitely give them...
This will give them a boost. I don't think that this is going to... Because of Game Pass, and because they have shown, like I said, such a disposition to put their games on other consoles, and according to this Polygon article, Microsoft is saying that the deal is expected to close in the second half of its 2021 fiscal year, which is going to run from January the 1st through June 30th of next year. So it's not a long ways away off, but it's not happening now. And the consoles are being sold, basically now.
Yeah, they're coming out, before the holiday season of this year.
The decisions, and a lot of these games are probably years down the road. So while it's exciting and while it will undoubtedly help Microsoft. It will. I just think I cannot believe $7.5 billion, but that's almost as much as Disney bought Star Wars and Lucasfilm for.
Yeah, you sometimes forget how much money Microsoft has to throw around, and not like they not like they spend it willy nilly, but when you see, they spent that much money, billion with a B.
I mean, they're probably, they got to be closer to being a trillion with a T dollar company. So this is a lot of money for anybody, but it's a lot easier for Microsoft to spend this kind of money than most.
Oh yeah, most definitely. It was crazy. The funniest thing I've seen about all this is that people are saying this didn't leak. We always get different leaks about stuff here and there from technology companies. It's like no one knew this was coming, and it was just like, hello, here it is.
Apparently Jason Schreier leaked it like right before they released it or something.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's he probably tweeted, somebody, Phil, hey, is it okay for me to tweet this? And
I don't think he did. No, he definitely didn't, because they would have said, hell no.
Oh, okay. I guess it's...
Why would they ever want anyone to leak it?
Oh, I mean, if it's like minutes before they announced it. Oh, it was hours before they
I have no idea, but I would be like, hell no. What is wrong with you?
No, he's a go-get-em writer, dude, right? That's what he is? He's a writer?
Sure, yeah, he's a journalist, apparently, for Bloomberg. But if you're working on this thing, you have this massive... You spent $7.5 billion, and now this douchey journalist is going to release all this massive update right before... No, you wouldn't. You say no.
I get where you say they're coming from, but I also get from, a lot of people follow him, and it's just another...
They're Microsoft. They could probably have him killed if they wanted to. I'm pretty sure they don't need his help boosting their product.
I know, but it's also nice. It's free publicity.
It's not nice.
All press is good press. I
don't know if I agree with that, but I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying this wasn't good press. What I'm saying is Microsoft, no.
Okay.
No, okay. They definitely were not. He definitely did not ask them.
Okay. I'm just saying,
I wouldn't.
I mean, it depends. If he's good friends with Phil, I'm assuming these people are friends.
Even if they are,
they're probably not friends.
No,
it doesn't. Okay.
At most, he gave them a heads up, just like, I'm gonna do this.
Probably, but it's out there. Everybody knows. It's fine. It's okay.
No, just kidding. He could have asked. I don't think he did, but I know that some journalists do. I'm just knowing him. He leaks a lot of stuff. And he does quote unquote breaking news a lot. So just going by his past, and I'm not saying whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. I would say no, probably not.
Yeah.
And also just going by the size of, you could buy they bought like 20 companies.
Yeah.
I was going to say you could buy a full company. You could buy half the companies for $7.5 billion. They did not want this leaked.
I mean, it's out there now. And
he might have let them know, I'm going to leak this.
Yeah.
I just giving you a heads up so your PR team can get ready. But I don't think he got permission.
Yeah, but it's out there. It's out there now, and people. It seems like everybody's genuinely happy about it.
Oh yeah, the one thing that we have not talked about is really in much detail is Game Pass. Like I said, all these games. I guess that's what we were talking about. But yeah, that's what I'm the most excited about.
Oh yeah, definitely. All these games coming to Game Pass day one.
Yeah.
I've always been for a while. I've been on Game Pass's train, even more so now.
The fact that it's increasing to $10 next month.
Yeah, which I'm fine with.
I think it's okay, especially they're including EA Play, which is massive, Dead Space.
Oh, yeah.
Other games. Yes. There's a lot of games.
I think this is incredible. I'm not the biggest Bethesda fan. I couldn't.
Just going to keep saying that. Hurt my heart.
It's fine.
I'm just screwing with you.
I just can't, Skyrim wasn't a thing for me. I kind of got into, I know I've tried playing Skyrim.
What do you play?
Whatever I want. Just.
No, seriously. Go on.
It's just one of those things where, I was like, this is cool. But it's.
Listen, you can not like Skyrim. and you cannot like The Witcher.
Okay.
But you have to like one of them.
No. It's
Did you put 30 minutes into Skyrim too?
No, I put, I don't know, like 3 hours in Skyrim.
Oh my.
I just didn't like it.
It's like a 3,000 hour game.
Yeah. Anyway.
I'm really glad you give games a fair shake.
Oh, well, sometimes you got to judge.
What are you going to say though?
All I was going to say is it's even better for gamers, consumers, whatever you want to call them, newbies to the
Newbies.
greenies, whatever you
This
want
is only I think last week I said that the best thing, if I was trying to get someone into games, I would tell them to buy an Xbox Series S and Game Pass for $25 a month.
Now even more so.
Exactly.
Because you have the playability you have on just throw everything else in the trash can. Just the playability you have just with Bethesda's lineup.
And EA. Bethesda, you have Bethesda, EA, and all of Xbox's first party titles.
Yeah.
Which now includes Bethesda. It's mind-boggling.
Also, just throwing out there, Game Pass, they said...
Game Pass just shuttered?
No, Game Pass earlier today, or not Game Pass, the internet earlier today let us know that Game Pass has 15 million users.
Wow, that's about 5 million more than I thought.
Yeah. And I was like, damn. I was like, okay, Microsoft, you're doing fine.
I wonder what PlayStation Now, I wonder what their subscription service is.
I don't know.
I think it's like decent, maybe a couple mil. Last time I looked at it, I think it was $1 million or $2 million.
I'd give them, I'd chalk them up. I'd chalk them up to, I don't know. Let's give them 5 million.
Let's give them 80 million.
Okay, that's fair.
I saw recently that the PS Plus has, I want to say close to like 100 million users or something, which is insane.
Yeah, it is. Microsoft is really going for the push to become let me rephrase that. Microsoft is really making Game Pass become the Netflix of gaming. The thing that I assumed
put that as
Stadia
at
was.
the top of the
article. They really should put it at as a phrase. We're the Netflix of gaming.
Oh, I'm sure Netflix would love that.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. I was thinking about earlier today. What if who's the next big company that could come in? I was like, who's going to buy Microsoft and just own all these game companies?
There's literally not a single company on the face of the planet that could buy Microsoft.
Tencent. Actually, they probably don't have that much money.
Microsoft could have. Remember when I said that Microsoft could have Jason Schreier killed? Microsoft could have every person that works at Tencent killed.
That might make the world a better place.
That's how much more money Microsoft has in Tencent.
Yeah. This is great news. Maybe I'll play Bethesda games now.
If you said you don't like them.
Yeah, it's 2020.
For some reason.
I can give them another chance.
I mean, they're on Game Pass, so I guess you don't have to pay for them now.
Yeah, true. It's pretty great. I don't have to pay $60 for these games.
Or $70. A lot of the new games are going to be $70 now, remember?
True. It's a win for accessibility.
You're going to be able to play a lot of these games. The more I think about Game Pass, it's the more and more insane it is. It's like so if you pay $10 a month, that's $120 a year. That's the cost of 2 AAA games.
Also,
before the price increase.
Also for the fact, most normal people, I'd say, don't have tons and tons of gaming subscriptions, I'd say. Like, I don't.
No, I don't. I mean, there's not tons and tons. There's EA Play.
Like, there's WoW. There's
not that many.
Final Fantasy 14. But I'm just saying.
Oh, you're talking about
I'm talking about just paying to play.
Pay to play?
Pay to play subscription. Yeah. Subscription.
I think that isn't as popular as it used to be. World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy
14 are really the only 2 big ones.
There's probably more. But as far as if you're talking about games, like individual game subscriptions, no.
Yeah. So, $10 a month, that's hell yeah, I'll pay that.
I remember when I don't know, Ubisoft announced the Uplay Plus and EA and all these companies started coming out with individual subscriptions and individual launchers. I'm just like, no, please, no. I don't want it. We've already got too many video streaming services. No, don't turn video games into cable.
Microsoft is like, we know you're paying. We'll just buy all these companies and put them in our launcher, so you only have to click one button. It's like, thank you, Microsoft. We appreciate it. It does make me wonder, I'm sure it's almost like they're this, I don't know what the good version of a serial killer is, but it's like their grace period from buying studios. So my next thing is, I'm going somewhere.
You're talking okay.
Microsoft has been on a spree of like buying studios over and over and over, just kind of gathering them all up, kind of like a killing spree. This sounds better in my head than me actually saying it. And now, they've just bought Bethesda for all this money. And so I'm thinking, okay, maybe they'll slow down now. Maybe they won't buy anybody else for the next couple months or a year or something. But my brain is going to, what are they going to buy? Who are they going to buy next? What are they going to acquire next?
I don't think they will acquire anybody else.
No, for a while, or
for a long time.
Okay, yeah,
for like years or more.
Okay, unless someone just comes out of left field and Microsoft's like, yes, we.
What do you mean?
Need that? I don't know, like another Mojang or another, whoever makes
Mojang. It's Mojang. Wait, it is Mojang.
Mm-hmm. Or another. Have they bought the people that make the sports games yet?
EA?
Yeah.
No.
Maybe they will.
No.
Maybe that'll be the next thing they buy. Who's to say they won't? Nobody thought they were going to buy Bethesda. There's no reason Microsoft can't buy EA.
They don't want to spend another $10 billion.
I mean, I'm just saying.
The government keeping them from buying too many because of antitrust laws.
Oh, that's true. Disney did go through that stuff. Interesting. Okay.
They don't want to.
That's probably a big point.
That would be ludicrous. I think that there is literally no reason for them to buy EA.
I mean, I don't.
First of all, it's more expensive. That would be more expensive than Bethesda.
That's true.
Second of all, they already sell massively on every system that they come on.
That's a good point too. I guess they don't need EA.
Third of all, the people who are buying EA games aren't necessarily quote unquote hardcore gamers. So,
good point.
They're gonna buy the people who buy Madden are going to buy Madden every year, even though it's the same game. You can buy one Madden every decade, and you're probably good if you want to play a football game. So there's not really any reason I don't think for them to buy that.
Yeah,
And they have so many studios now. If they bought EA, they would add another 10 studios.
That's true.
And they'd be like that would be insane to manage 30 plus studios.
I guess that is true when you break it down and start actually thinking about, one of these studios makes, X amount of games, like however many games a piece. So I guess it is.
Also, I don't know if EA would sell.
That's true, but I've come to learn that if you throw enough money at somebody, you can buy that. That makes sense.
I understand what you're saying. I don't know if that's necessarily true. EA, what could they give EA? They make more money on loot boxes than most companies make in a year.
That is a good point. That is a good point.
At some point, you don't need more money.
That's true. That's true too. Guess Microsoft isn't going to buy EA.
No, I don't think they're going to buy EA or Activision. They might buy some smaller studios. That's why this was so surprising. It's every studio that they bought
was either
until then was more of a smaller, like a small AAA developer,
or they were trading,
or even a AA,
or they were trading water or something, or
I don't know if they're treading water.
For a couple cases, they weren't going bankrupt, but they weren't doing great.
Who?
I can't. What are their names? I can't think of them off the top of their head. I know there was like maybe one that wasn't doing too hot.
Why would they buy them then?
I guess to rebirth them. I don't know. I'm not their financial team.
Kid, I swear. You can't just say a company's going bankrupt.
I didn't say they were going bankrupt. I said they were trading water at the time of purchase, which is why Microsoft bought them. I just can't.
See, that doesn't make any sense. If you're Microsoft, why don't you buy a company that's on the verge of going under?
To bring them under your wing, give them more money to
that
keep
doesn't make any sense.
Why would it? It's an investment.
Why would Microsoft give two shits about a company that doesn't sell enough games to survive?
Because they see the potential in them and they want to invest in them. It's an investment.
If a company is going to go bank, they have zero potential.
I guess, man. I think you're being too critical.
How am I being too? They're literally not. This is a completely different topic, but how is a company that literally cannot survive worth, like, what do you mean? I don't,
I think
they're not, Microsoft is not some philanthropic company that's trying to save the world.
Well, no, I know
They're
that.
trying to make money like every other company.
Exactly, and if they have more studios under their belt with more different properties,
That is no, that is not the truth.
yeah. If they just think they just made so much more money now that they own Bethesda.
They just spent $7 billion.
That's fine.
They do not have more money.
They're
yet.
gonna make it back.
They have
so fast.
No.
I think that yes, they are. They're gonna.
You are underestimating how much $7 billion is.
They're gonna make that back in probably 3 to 4 years. Like really, on top of all the other stuff Microsoft sells.
Bethesda releases like 2 games a year. How much? No.
Yeah, they'll make it back so quick. Like really.
Why are they going to make it back so quick?
Because Bethesda's not their only moneymaker. They have
No.
things.
That has nothing to do with it.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll make $7.5 billion.
Exactly.
That's not what making money back is. Making money back is making it back in what you invested in. But they will make it back.
Yeah. So,
But they're not going to make it back like that.
they'll make it back quick enough. I don't think they batted an eye at spending
They definitely did.
I really don't think they did. I think they were like, we want this.
The people that think like that don't make much money. The people that think, yep, we'll buy it. I'm going to spend $7 billion.
Okay.
This is not my opinion. If you look at something and say, I'm going to buy that.
I think it's a different way of thinking.
No.
Yeah.
It's like well known that you don't just look at. See, I really think that you think the $7 billion is not as much money as it is. That is a massive, massive amount of money. Many people would literally kill for that kind of money.
Many
would kill their family.
I know many people would kill their family for $1 million. Like that's
$1,000 million.
Yes, I know.
And now multiply that by almost 8.
Yes, I'm aware.
I'm not saying Microsoft can't afford this. You don't do well financially if you don't think about making massive purchases. This would be a massive purchase to anyone.
Yeah, and I'm not saying they just did it off the tip of the hat. I'm just
You literally said they don't blink. You said they did not blink an eye.
Yeah, I'm sure it was planned, and they were like, all right, we will make our money back on this investment.
That's not okay. I mean, that's not what you sounded like to me. You literally said they didn't blink an eye.
Like, I know this was planned. I know they didn't just wake up yesterday and were like, we're going to buy Bethesda.
But that's what you said.
I didn't mean for it to come off like that.
I think you said they didn't blink an eye. They said, I want to buy that and bought it.
Well, yeah.
That's the same thing as saying they jumped out of bed and said, I'm going to buy it.
Well, I'm sure they said that at some point when they were like, we're going to buy Bethesda in X amount of time.
That's completely different, though. If you say, I hopped out of bed and decided I wanted to do this and did it, you're implying that it was a rushed decision and that you did it immediately.
Well, obviously, Microsoft didn't do that, but I get what you're saying. I get how I came across, and now I'm re-explaining myself. It's fine.
It's okay, Jordan. I've made a mistake before.
I know. It's okay. It's my one mistake a year. Luckily this year's almost over, and next year I'll get another mistake I can make.
You got, 2 months?
Yeah.
3 months?
Hopefully I'll be able to make it,
Christmas is coming,
Everybody.
If you want Santa to come, you can't make that second mistake.
I know. Everybody's allowed one mistake a year.
Now let's sit here in awkward pause as I find the Google document and realize that there's not that much more to talk about, and we're just trying to get that SEO by doing this episode. Yeah. I think this is good. I think the main thing, like I said, it's cool because of Game Pass. I think that it is a massive purchase from Bethesda, and eventually they'll make the money back. It's going to take a long time. Obviously, $7 billion is a lot of money. 8, it's just as close to 8 as it is 7. So, I think I think that Bethesda probably has some. They have Skyrim coming up, or the Elder Scrolls 6 coming out. They have Fallout 5 coming out eventually. They have Starfield coming out. So they have some online games that are constantly making money. So I think that might be one of the reasons they bought them, is because they have several massive games coming out. But those games are going to be 5+ years away, maybe. And so maybe they're looking to the future, and that would make sense. That would be smart. Microsoft is a company that makes smart decisions, obviously, and I think that they're never gonna. Like I said, they're probably close to $1 trillion company. They're not gonna. This isn't gonna kill them.
No, not at all. Especially since the Game Pass subscribers grew 50% in 5 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, April 29th, 2020, Game Pass hits 10 million. September 21st, 2020, Xbox Game Pass reached over 15 million subscribers.
Where'd you get that info?
_Xbox News on Twitter, and they are citing The Verge.
Oh, awesome. That's insane. That's insane.
Yeah, it's insane.
And there's a reason we've been talking about Xbox so much lately. I think they continue to make good and at the very least interesting moves, and I am excited to see what they do in the future.
Oh yeah, most definitely. It's like we've said time and time again, Game Pass is such a good investment. I even considered with this announcement and just everything, maybe to pick up an Xbox, I don't
think there's a reason for you to.
Yeah, exactly. That was my thing. I started thinking about it and I was like, I have a PS4. I got a Switch.
You have a PC.
Well, either that too.
The PC and the Switch and the PS4 aren't a reason to not buy an Xbox, because you can't play Halo on PS4, but you can on PC.
Yeah, true. So, I came to the realization that I don't need an Xbox.
You can use that money to upgrade your PC or buy food.
And who knows? Maybe in the next generation.
You never know. Although I don't think Microsoft is going back.
Oh yeah, no.
So I don't think I'll ever buy an Xbox again.
Yeah, it was cool to see the how they
studio is literally falling apart.
Yes.
Tape this back.
And that's going to be it for the show. You can reach out to the show on Twitter at @DialogueTree. You can email us at
@DialogueTree. That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
We changed our email. It's going to be @dialoguetree@gmail.com. You can hit us up on Instagram to get sneak peeks, maybe, but what we're going to cover and just what we cover in general. We'd appreciate a follow and a like over there. It's going to be @DialogueTree as well. You can hit up Ryan on Twitter @RyanDivisions. You can reach out to me on Twitter @Aswaylock. And you can listen to this show and subscribe to it wherever you enjoy podcast. Hello to all our new Indian listeners. It'd be greatly appreciated if anybody that listens to this subscribes and shares it with your friends and wherever you enjoy discussing video games. It'd be awesome. Also, if you could leave us a review on iTunes, that'd be phenomenal. 5 stars and write whatever you want. You can tweet into us as well and let us know what your favorite thing to play on Game Pass is, or what you're excited to play coming to Game Pass in the future. And one more thing before we sign off, we did want to remind y'all that we are available to listen to on Pandora. That link's going to be in the description, so you can check it out.
Also, if you feel like you want to have something to watch, go ahead, check out the YouTube. We have started to put a little more effort into that. We're going to try to make it not a static image any longer. Let us know what you think about that. Also, this might be sounding weird because I'm actually holding my mic now. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, Also, just share wherever you listen to it, tell your friends, etc.
Thanks. Bye.